Welcome back. Thanks for joining us and watching another one of our videos. Tonight we are making a roasted whole chicken in the oven that's been cooking for about, I don't know,
hour and a half now?
about an hour and a half now probably. And it'll be done here in about half an hour or so. So while that is continuing to cook, we're going to go ahead and make a quick side dish for you. I thought I would show you how to make a quick side dish tonight. We are going to be making a creamed cabbage. Not a lot of people like cabbage. Everyone here in this house does like cabbage. And there is a restaurant here in Fargo that has a creamed cabbage that is absolutely divine. I don't know that my creamed cabbage is going to meet their standards at all, but we are definitely going to give it a try here. So we do have, whoopsies, we have a large cabbage head all cut up here for you. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in my pan. We're just going to start with just a couple quick, easy ingredients. And then we have here a half teaspoon of salt, so you just want to start with half of it. Just kind of pour some of it in and eyeball it. That looks about half. And then we're going to put in 1 cup of ordinary tap water. We're going to go ahead and pour that in the pan with the cabbage. And the last thing we're going to add to the dish at this time is just 1 whole large chopped onion. So we're going to go ahead and pour that in our bowl as well. While we do have those onions getting put in there. There, we got them all out of the pan, the bowl, and into the pan. This is all that, like I said, that's going to go into the pan at this time. Just a cup of water, a half teaspoon of salt, a whole chopped onion, and a whole large head of cabbage. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put it on the stovetop. Go ahead and turn the stovetop on high. Once that does come to a boil, we're going to turn it down for a little bit and let it go ahead and cook for about 10 minutes while the cabbage gets a little soft. Once that does occur, then we'll be adding a few more ingredients, which would include cream of mushroom soup, the last half of the salts, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a half cup of milk. All right, our cabbage has been steaming over here on the stovetop for approximately 10 minutes now. As you see, it is starting to get a little bit soft and easier to move here. The onions are getting mixed in. So we're gonna go ahead and add in the last few ingredients. I think I told you it was a half a cup of milk, but it's a 1/4 cup. So we're gonna go ahead and put in a 1/4 cup of milk. Next, we're just going to sprinkle in our 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Then we'll take the rest of our 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to go ahead and sprinkle that in. And the last ingredient we're going to add is a can of cream of mushroom soup. I have 98% fat-free here. We're just going to go ahead and plunk that on in there with our cabbage and other ingredients. Once we have all the soup out of the can, we're going to go ahead and hold our pan and give it a good stir. Mix up all those ingredients. Get the creamed of mushroom soup and the milk mixed into the cabbage to get that sort of creamed look to it. And once we get that all mixed up to where it's looking very well, we're going to go ahead and cook it for another 10 minutes so that the rest of the moisture and the soup can permeate the cabbage and get it nice and soft, and the flavor can get cooked in, and then we'll be able to enjoy our delicious creamed cabbage. Alright, another 10 minutes has passed on my creamed cabbage. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the heat and put it over here on my hot pad. Give it a little bit of a stir here. We're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes and thicken back up. Plus, as you can see, it is very hot, but the cabbage has cooked nicely. You can see the sauce or the cream of mushroom soup on it, giving it a nice coating there. So like I said, we're gonna let it sit and cool for a few minutes. We have also taken our roast turkey or chicken, I don't know why I keep wanting to call it a turkey, out of
It's almost Thanksgiving.
oven. And I'll just bring it over here so you can take a look at that. We're gonna go ahead and give it a couple minutes to rest, and then we're gonna get that cut up. As that is happening, again, we're gonna let our cabbage sauce thicken. And once we get all that accomplished, we'll come back and plate up and let you see how our dinner. All right, we have let our chicken rest for a few minutes, and we have got ahead and gotten it cut up. We have a beautiful wing here on this plate. The next thing we're gonna do is we are going to, woo, there it goes. We are gonna go ahead and dish up some of our creamed cabbage here onto the plate. And it has thickened up a little bit. You can see the cabbage has gotten a little bit more coated. And then lastly, we have some stovetop stuffing, because what is chicken or turkey without stovetop? So we're gonna go ahead and put that on the plate again as well. And we're gonna go ahead and get ready to enjoy our dinner. Again, we did get the inspiration for the creamed cabbage from a restaurant here in Fargo called Blarney Stone. My creamed cabbage actually doesn't look anything like theirs, but we are gonna go ahead and give it a try and see how that goes. And again, thanks for watching.